and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is H.E. Coleman, and this is going to be your video for the month of October. Even though everything might look exactly the same to you, I am in a totally new place, and I've set everything up in the middle of all my boxes. I've been moving all month, so that's why everything is different for me, and I can't find my rings. But eventually I'll find everything in these boxes, and I hope that you enjoy your video. Okay, Cancer, here we go. I burnt my neck with the curling iron this morning, so you're going to be able to see a big red spot on my neck. Still hurts, but it's not too bad. Could always be worse. Okay, Cancer. What is up for Cancer for October? That is going to be yours. The 10 of Wands, and here we go, Cancer. Going to be finishing something, huh? This one. All the ones I've chosen have been in the middle so far. Okay, here we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Here we have the Knight of Wands. Here we have the King of Wands. Then we have the Hermit. Then we have the Seven of Cups. And then we have your obstacle is the Ace of Wands. And your outcome is the King of Pentacles. Excellent. Okay, this is what's hidden from you over here. Okay, so you're starting off your month with the 10 of Wands, and this is telling me that you're going to be completing something. You've been working really hard on something, or you're going to be working really hard on something, and this card is about completion. And it's a heavy burden to carry. You can see this is a lot to carry for this guy. I think it's a guy. Can't really tell from here, but it's a lot to carry, and you're about to get there and put the stuff down. Now, he has to walk all the way up the steps to this castle, so it is kind of a pain to carry this stuff. But whatever burden you're carrying, or whatever burden you're going to be carrying this month, it's already like the 10th of October, so you've probably been carrying this for a while. But this burden is going to be something that you're going to be completing, and you're going to be putting down, and you're going to say, whew, that's done, thank God. All right. Over here we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is about fortune turning. And just because it's upside down doesn't mean it's turning like in a downward way, that's going to be turning negative or anything like that. It's just saying it's not going to be such a huge shift. Your fortunes are going to be turning, especially since you have the King of Pentacles as your outcome. Your fortunes are going to be turning. It looks like you are going to be getting a little bit more money. It's just that it's not going to be like a huge, giant shift. It's going to be something more subtle that you don't really notice that much. You're going to notice it, but it's not going to be like life-changing or anything. It's just going to be probably because you're finished this thing. You're probably going to be making more money because you're finished this thing. Okay, over here we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is about good news, passion-wise. So for most of you, this is good news work-wise, where something, you know, you've completed this thing and then you're getting, people are saying you did a great job, you're getting good news. You might be getting like a promotion, or you might just be getting good news because you completed this thing, okay? Or getting the good news that it's done. And you say, I don't know if it's done, I'm putting it in, let's just see if they want if they wanted to ask me to do any more work, and then you put it in and they say, no, you're done. That's good news. Okay, so this is good news work-wise. For some of you, it could be good news relationship-wise because the wands are about passion, and for some of you, it can be about a relationship, but usually it's good news work-wise. So for a few of you, it could be good news relationship-wise. If you've been putting a lot of work into a relationship, let's say, you've been really working at it, and then you say, okay, I think I finally got this person to go out with me, or I finally got this person to agree to stop fighting about this or that. We've been going to counseling and we finally have sorted things out. Then this is saying that you've made some good progress. Okay, good news. All right, so working hard, getting good progress. All right. Then over here we have, I'm going to go with the middle of your month first because we have here the King of Wands. The King of Wands. And this is because you're completing all this work. So here you have the 10 wands, and you're saying, I'm almost done, I'm almost done. And then most people then go to, they become the knight, the prince, and then the king. But you're just going right from getting this work done, getting the good news, and then boom, you're sitting on top of your pile of work and saying, I have accomplished this, it's wonderful, I am the king. You feel like you're in control of whatever it is that you've completed. Seeing the king after the 10 is really good. That's a really good sign, like I said before, for promotion, or it's a really good sign that you're in control of whatever project it is that you're doing, or whatever relationship thing that you've been doing. You kind of you've mastered it. Okay, the king is the master. He's like as high as you can get. And look at his face. He looks really, really happy here. He looks really proud of himself. Okay, so when you're finished that work, you're going to be really proud of yourself, and you might have mastered a new skill, or you might have gained some status, okay, in the relationship or the work. You might have gained some status, all right? Now, For the next thing we have is the Hermit. And this card is about, it's about going off by yourself and becoming wiser, but also it's about holding up a light for others. So now that you've completed this work, you might then be asked to train somebody, or you might then tell somebody else how to do it. Because in this one, I'm really getting a feeling about this light here, holding up the light for others, shining the way for others with what you've accomplished. So you're going to be, now that you know how to do it, you can tell others how to do it, okay? Over here we have the Seven of Cups, and this is about a lot of choices. So again, with your fortune changing, and with you completing this thing and becoming a king of it and becoming more skillful, you have more choices. This can be about, well, what do I do next? What's the next thing I'm going to tackle? What's my next goal? What's the next step? Do I want to get another job? Do I want to try to get like a better job because I have the skill now? Or do I just get a bonus and now I want to figure out how I want to spend it, what I want to do with my money, or what I want to do with my new skills. And also this has to do with confidence. Like when you complete this stuff and when your fortune starts to change and you get good news, you become a little more confident. And now that you believe in yourself a little bit more, you start to think, okay, what else out there can I tackle? What else can I do? Because sometimes people, they try something and they fail, and they try and they fail and they try and they fail, and they get it into their head that they're a failure or that they can't do things. And this is the opposite of that. This is you getting into your head, hey, I can't believe I actually accomplished that. It was really hard, but I did it. What else can I accomplish? You know, like sometimes you can do way more than you imagine that you can. Okay, your obstacle is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about getting a brilliant new idea, a brilliant new project, pregnancy. It's one of those things where you start something new. You say, hey, now I know I want to do this new thing. I'm just going to go for it. And you're filled with passion. Now, as an obstacle, what this is telling me, my nose is really itchy right now. As an obstacle, what this is telling me is that you don't know what to do next. And that's why you have all these choices. You've got all these choices and you don't know, okay, what's my next thing? What's my next thing that I want to do? And that's okay. As an obstacle, this is great because it's just saying that you just need to figure out what you want to do next. All right? So that's not a bad obstacle to have at all. And over here, you have your outcome is the King of Pentacles. So you have a king in the middle of your month and a king as your outcome. So this is saying that you're going to end the month really strong. Okay, really strong. Probably getting more money too. Okay, more money. This is more about you taking control of your life, taking charge. And that's probably why you have the fortune changing as well. You're taking control of your life. Now, when the fortune's like this, it's like fate is controlling it. And fate is giving you a big turn of the wheel. But this is more like, when it's upside down like this, it can also be you changing your own fortune. Okay? This is more about you doing stuff. Okay? You're accomplishing something. You did the work. You get the rewards. You get the pride. And you decide what you want to do next. This is what's hidden from you. The Lovers. Now, the Lovers is about, first of all, this could be about you really connecting closely with somebody else. It can also be because you have more confidence now, that you have more confidence to ask somebody out. You have more confidence to be stronger in the relationship. You have more confidence to put up boundaries and say, this is what I want. I'm getting what I want in other areas. I want to, put new boundaries in the relationship and make it stronger. And this can also be about, with the Lovers, it can also be about you connecting with yourself and figuring out who you really are, okay? It can be one, the other, or both, all right? The best thing will be if it's both. If you have this confidence and you're saying, I really know who I am, I really feel like good about myself, that's the Lovers, but also on a personal level, but this is also for getting closer to someone else, which is great. So I hope it's both for you because you have the Hermit here. So it could be just that you're getting stronger in yourself and feeling more connected with your higher self. But also, it could be Lovers. Now, here we have the Tower. That came out of nowhere. The Tower is a card about something that's not working, falling away, and then you start to rebuild on something that's stronger, okay? Something that's stronger. So somewhere in here, you could have something where you try something and it doesn't work, and then you say, oh, now I know what's going to work. Now I know what I can do, okay? So the Tower is there to let you know something might have to give in order for you to build something new. And some people fight towers and they fight change and they say, no, I don't want this to come crashing down. I'm going to put some more plaster on it. I'm going to keep rebuilding, keep rebuilding, keep rebuilding. But the thing is, If it's not solid, you don't want it. Even if you think you do, or you think it's great, or you think it's enough, you don't want to have a life where everything's just enough. You want to let that tower come down and then rebuild something solid so that you have something that's great instead of just settling for something that's okay. All right? So don't be afraid of a tower coming down. The last one that you have is the Queen of Swords. This is the last one that's hidden from you. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is very honest. They will tell you the truth. So this could be somebody else telling you an honest truth, or you telling somebody else an honest truth. It's harsh words that need to be said. And that's with the tower too. Sometimes you have a belief system and you believe it for so long, and then you know that it's not really true anymore, but you just want to keep believing it, and somebody comes up and says, hey, are you insane? This is not working. Or they say, you know, this relationship's not working, or this friendship's not working, or something, or they say this idea is not working, and you know it's not working, but you don't want to admit it to yourself. And somebody might come along and say, hey, there's a better way, you know. Or you could have to say that to somebody else. Somebody else in your life could be experiencing a tower, and you might have to be honest with them and just say, you know, I think you need to get some help. I think you need to, is there anything I can do to help you? Because I think that you're in this situation where you might need somebody to help you take over, or somebody to help you rebuild your life. So you might be helping to rebuild someone else's life, but it starts with you having to give them some honest advice, like honest feedback. Okay. So, and if somebody gives you honest feedback, and it might be a little bit rude or sharp, think about it, because it might actually end up being better in the long run. Somebody might say something to you that gives you a tower. Somebody might say something to you that hurts your feelings, and then afterwards you realize, oh my gosh, they were right about this thing not working out, or they were right about this person who is not necessarily being nice to you, or they were right about this thing or that thing. Okay, so somebody gives you harsh advice, just remember it could be the Queen of Swords, and it could be there for your own good. Okay, here is your spiritual card. I'm going to give you a spiritual card, an angel card, and then we're done. Here is your spiritual card. It is the horse. The horse. Okay? And this says, accepting help from another. Accepting help from another and delegating authority. Okay? Accepting help from somebody else. All right? So if somebody gives you harsh advice and they say, blah, 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 you might need help, you can accept help from them, and you can also give help or give honest advice to others if they need it. Okay? Then your angel card is, see, you might have to, one fell out, but I'm going to give you two, because I didn't shuffle that very well, so we'll get two. Since you need the help, there you go. You need the advice. Okay, the first one that came out was this one, which is change your life. Change your life. And you know it's going to change for the better because you've got these two king cards. Okay, change your life. Archangel Chamuel. You think it's Samuel, but it's not. It's Chamuel. A sudden revelation offers freedom. Break free from procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Okay, so it looks like this tower is going to be the thing that's bringing about change. And I said before that the change is going to be yours. That this turn of the Wheel of Fortune is going to be from you doing it. So a sudden event that seems like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, is going to change you for the better. Great. See, I always tell people, towers are not scary. They can also be good. And this is telling you, embrace the opportunities that change brings, because it will change your life. Excellent. Now, the other one we have is the World, which I love this one. Archangel Michael, it says, a very happy ending. Look at that. A very happy ending. And it says, coming full circle. See, the Wheel of Fortune. Spiritual growth and insight. Okay, so a change for the better. You're going to have a big change for the better. Now, let's just look at this really quickly. So first of all, you're going to have a lot of work at the beginning. Then you're going to complete that. Then you're going to have good news. Then you are going to have changing your life, making a change. You're going to have a tower happen that is going to shake you up, and all of a sudden you're going to change your life for the better. You are going to have the Lovers, which is feeling closer to yourself and others. You're going to have the Horse, which is accepting help from somebody, being big enough to accept help. Then you are going to have the Queen, which is probably going to be the person that gives you the advice. Then you're going to have the Hermit, which is going over your life goals and holding up a light for others. Okay, if you learn something and you change something for the better, you can then show others how to have change for the better as well. Then we have the King of Wands, which is about you being in control of your situation. We have the cups, which is you making a big change, like trying to figure out which change you want to make. There's going to be like different options and you're going to pick something. Then we have the obstacle is that you don't know what to do, what to start. But it looks like you are going to find it because here you have this. This is your obstacle, this thing with the flowers on top, and here you have it. You've got control of it. There it is. So you are going to take control of that, and then the end of your month is you feeling like a king or queen. Okay? So have a wonderful month.